Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Hamza, and I make a bunch of different videos ranging from pre-med tips all the way to job interviews and also what you need to do to matriculate into medical school. So recently I actually got accepted into medical school and I will actually be beginning this June. So I'm really excited, and I knew that I wanted to make a video for you guys pre-meds who are kind of entering into your college years and are wondering what activities you really need to add on your AMCAS application to stand out and get accepted to medical school on your first try. So I'm really going to be diving into the main categories that a lot of medical school admissions committees look for when they look through the vast majority of applicants that they get. I'm also going to be kind of giving you guys advice on how you can actually reach out and some examples of things you can get involved in that fall under these specific categories. So overall, there's really 6 main categories that is going to really show admissions committees that you're well-rounded for their medical school. And these categories include leadership, research, shadowing, clinical experience, volunteering, and of course, passions and hobbies that make you an actual human being. So let's dive right into what types of extracurricular activities fall under these categories. So as you're looking to get leadership experience in your undergraduate education, this doesn't really mean you need to be involved in 17 different clubs and be the president of all of them. You don't need all of that. So what you really actually need is roles that allow you to make an impact in your broader community. So for example, these may include being a residence assistant or an orientation leader for freshmen and helping them kind of navigate their first year away from home. This may also include, for example, tutoring, or just joining a club your freshman year and then working your way to an executive position later on in your sophomore and junior year. For example, I was the committee chair in my student senate for my undergraduate institution, and I was able to really foster a sense of community within my campus and hold a lot of different events so that students are able to meet, mingle, and just learn about the different cultures that make up our diverse community. Admissions committees love seeing that you're committed to building your leadership skills over longer periods of time. So make sure that you're involved in these clubs or organizations for 6 months to a year at minimum. And of course, a lot of you may know the second most important topic, which is research. Now, research is super important because it just allows you to dive into niche topics that you may be particularly interested in and kind of exploring more on a deeper level than, for example, you might do in your classes, or even explore topics that aren't covered in your general course curriculum. It also gives you an opportunity to gain poster presentations or even publications, which look really good on your application. Honestly, you should get involved in whatever research projects interest you the most. If you like public health or you're interested in wet lab or dry lab research, make sure to focus on reaching out to those professors early within your freshman year so that maybe you're able to meet the team, learn more about the project, and hopefully start within the end of your freshman or sophomore year. This is the optimal time to get involved because then you can be a part of the project over longer terms, all the way up to your senior year, which looks really good on med school applications and also just allows you to develop more critical thinking and hands-on lab skills that'll be pertinent as you go to medical school and continue research in fields like that. Now, you can reach out to a bunch of different professors early on, as I mentioned, or if your school actually has a research program where they have a bunch of different faculty working on a bunch of different projects, I would try to apply through that because I did that and I was actually able to also gain international experience in global health, where I traveled to Africa to expand upon my research. Now, this really looks good on your application because you're able to develop characteristics like cultural humility and cultural awareness, which is going to be very important as doctors as we treat diverse patient populations. Now, the third category is shadowing, and you might be like, oh my gosh, I obviously know I need to shadow, but something that I wanted to get across to you guys is shadowing doesn't only allow you to kind of get a sense of what being a doctor really means, but maybe even gives you the opportunity to get a little bit hands-on and help the doctor maybe take notes or scribe or just learn a little bit more about prevalent diseases that patients often face. But not only this, you can also shadow PAs, nurses, or nurse practitioners, and this allows you to really get that broad scope of what each medical professional really entails in their day-to-day work. And a common interview question that comes up is, why medicine and not other healthcare fields? And by shadowing in many different fields and specialties, you're able to kind of answer that question based on actual experience and communicate to these medical schools, for example, why medicine is the best fit for you rather than other health professional roles. You can get shadowing experience by, for example, reaching out to your own pediatrician or family medicine practitioner and asking them if you can shadow a couple days. You can also reach out to hospitals to maybe get a broader range of shadowing experience in different specialties like pediatrics, family medicine, internal medicine, radiology, stuff like that. And when you shadow, don't just watch. Take notes. Make sure you're trying to be interactive. Ask the doctor some questions and really immerse yourself in this experience. Taking notes while you shadow will also help you later on when you're actually applying through the AMCAS application and you need to kind of write your descriptions on how shadowing impacted you. All right, now the fourth category, we have clinical experience. Now, clinical experience is so much more important and also kind of an extension on shadowing because this is an experience where you're actually able to get involved hands-on. For example, some roles you could pick up are being a medical assistant or a medical scribe, and here you get to directly work with the physician and take patient notes, which will help you as you become a physician and you need to be taking detailed patient notes. You could also work as an EMT or a certified nursing assistant or even a phlebotomist. Wherever your passions truly lie, I would try to kind of get a job and get that clinical experience under your belt. All right, now the fifth category we have is volunteering. Now we all want to be doctors because we want to help people, right? So how you can show medical schools this is by simply volunteering in shelters or homes where it's kind of a project that you deeply care about. You can do tutoring, for example, as I mentioned before, or you could help food banks, shelters, or other educational programs. And volunteering can definitely be non-medically related. Don't think you only have to pursue volunteering or even activities in general that are only medically related. You can diversify your application, and it really just shows that you are passionate about a lot of things and you strive to get involved in what you care about. And lastly, the sixth category is hobbies. This is what makes you, you. Now, as I previously mentioned, all of your experiences and activities might be tied to medically related passions or other things that you're just interested in helping within your community. But hobbies really make you human, and they show medical school admissions committee that you're well-rounded and that you strive to pursue things outside of just your, pre-medical commitment. So do you play an instrument? Do you like to dance or do fitness? Or do you have a YouTube channel like me? Keep up with these hobbies because it really helps you honestly stay sane during your pre-medical journey when you're really being involved in a lot of different things and you might feel like you're getting burnt out. You could even maybe start a club on poetry or painting or whatever your hobbies may be to really help foster that community and bring others who also enjoy those hobbies close together. And also, adding hobbies on your AMCAS application can be a very integral talking point during your interview, especially if your interviewer also has the same hobbies as you. So to wrap things up, if you're a pre-med aiming to plan your next 4 years, make sure you include these categories when you are getting involved in extracurriculars. Now make sure don't wait until your junior year to start all these, but also don't panic. You have plenty of time to get acclimated to pre-med classes, but also try to reach out to faculty, staff, and plan, what clubs you might want to be a part of as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if this video helped you out, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and also leave a comment if you want any other helpful tips or advice for my pre-meds out there and also medical students. I'd be happy to make any videos on what helps you guys the most. Well, I'll see you guys later. Bye!